Hey guys, here we are with a kind of film study of George Foreman versus Michael Moore for the heavyweight title in 1994. A lot of people think that George Foreman knocked him out with a lucky punch, because he did legitimately get dominated basically for 9 rounds, and then winds up knocking him out with a couple right hands. But most people, even including Michael Moore, think that it was a lucky punch. And I want to show you guys the kind of skill that he used to set this punch up. But first we're going to show, just as evidence that even nearly 10 years after the knockout, Michael Moore still believed that it was a lucky punch that got him. So I'm going to play the video for the clip for you. This is from Legendary Nights, an HBO documentary series, so all credit to them for the use of the clips and the sound clips from Michael Moore.
Playing out is for the previous 3 months.
Bullshit. Don't fake it. You got lucky. Don't sit there and say you planned it. By no means.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Nobody had any idea that I was setting this fight up all night.
I don't have no bad feelings against George, but don't say that you set this up, because you're lying then. You're lying.
And just to show you, they're fallible too, professional fighters. And this is a video response made to some of the comments about Golovkin and Jacobs that said that a lot of professional fighters were saying that Jacobs won, and that's supposed to give it credibility, right? And here's a fighter, Michael Moore, who was, by Emmanuel Stewart's account, one of the greatest light heavyweight fighters of all time. He was very, very dominant the entire time that he fought in that division, knocking like nearly everybody out. He might have had all knockouts, I'm not sure, but he had like all the titles. He was a great light heavyweight fighter, very, very talented in all respects. But he has no idea what happened on this night. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through and show you guys kind of what happened to him. And he still, to this day doesn't believe it. But let's get this in slow-mo. Turn off the sound. So what he's going to do here is he's going to shoot his jab at Michael Moore. And the way that he sets the right hand up is not just blinding him with the jab, which, everyone sees that part, right? But Michael Moore is a responsible fighter. He's not going to be so easily tricked into it, or is he? But George Foreman does something else here too. Boom. Did you see it? The clips on this video aren't the greatest. They don't show them all the different highlights. But after he jabs, he puts his glove on top of Michael Moore's glove, boom, and pulls it away and pulls his guard away so that he can land that. And Michael Moore doesn't have time to get his hand back to land to block the shot. Completely debunking that it was a lucky punch. We can go ahead and move forward a little bit. And there's another scene that shows it very, very clearly. Even though if you watch the actual fight highlight from HBO, theirs is a little better. But they don't show it here for some reason. So I think this is the same clip, actually. Yeah, pulls it back, boom, catches him with the shot. And they move it into this one. And this is the scene right after. Oh, no, it's not. So here it is. See, he pulls it down, catches him with the right hand. That's the first one that I already showed you guys. And now this one catches him with the jab, and he gets his arm onto Michael Moore's forearm and pulls it down, and then catches him with the right hand. And for some reason, Michael Moore's never watched tape of his most devastating career loss that cost him so much, to see that George Foreman actually spent a lot of time during the course of this fight to set that punch up. It was very was a very talented display of what a master boxer George Foreman was, in spite of the fact that he just hit like a truck anyway. But the point that I'm trying to make with this video is that, everyone is fallible. Just because someone else is a professional fighter doesn't mean that they know what they're talking about when they say something like, oh, Jacobs won the fight, or Golovkin won the fight. Be responsible and see it with your own eyes. What do you think after you study a fight, after you study a knockout? Does this one still look like a lucky punch by George Foreman? Or does it look like he set that punch up just like he said he did? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And just be mindful that we all are human. We're all learning about the sport of boxing. We're not all, not to say that this guy knows more about it than anybody else, but we're not all Floyd Mayweather. We don't all have professional boxing careers where we're undefeated and world champion 40 times or whatever. But just be open-minded when you watch something, and if you're more interested in learning from what you see than just observing it and taking a side, in my opinion, you'll enjoy it more anyway. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thanks guys.